Hey yo, what is going on with those viewers of the tube? Tyler here of Chico Crypto, coming to you not live, not in the studio, but out in beautiful nature, aka my backyard, once again. And I have one thing to say. Whales, quit playing games with our hearts, trying to get to 50K. Why you make it so hard? Quit playing games with our hearts. Yeah, Bitcoin, it is a dumping, and the whales, they are playing games with the retail traders. So, kind of like I predicted, I've been saying since last week and into this week, we probably would be touching 44K. And as of right now, we are bouncing off of that, and it is providing some serious resistance. So, in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has dumped. Dumping down one day from 47K down to 44K. That's a 6.3% decrease in just 24 hours. So what's going on? Well, they are wiping out the longs, who got trigger happy because of some big news that's possibly coming. So over 24 hours, 285 million has been liquidated in longs, and over the past 3 days, over $500 million has been liquidated in those longs. So the question is, what's going to happen? What is the big event that these whales have been using? Well, tomorrow, April 7th, Jack Mallers, the CEO of Strike, is going to be speaking. He isn't speaking today, he is speaking tomorrow. And a lot of people are predicting, including myself, that there is going to be an announcement between Strike and Apple. So Apple can start utilizing the Bitcoin Lightning Network for payments and possibly beyond. And there is also some other rumors that Apple could be at the same time announcing a Bitcoin buy of upwards of 1.5 billion for their treasury. So is it going to happen? Well, tomorrow we will see. I mean, if it doesn't happen, of course the markets are going to react badly, even worse than they are right now. But if it does happen, we are going to pump, in my opinion, because it's up in the air. I mean, Jack Mallers has been putting out hints, but it isn't confirmed. So this isn't a buy the rumor, sell the news event, because the rumor isn't confirmed. So there is some other things going on in the markets, reason for this dump. A short-term indicator, and I've made a video on this in the past, is the Michael Saylor top. So his company's micro and macro strategy both made some pretty large Bitcoin buys, and usually after Michael Saylor FOMOs in, a short-term dump happens. Long-term, the price goes up. Michael Saylor is actually on average up. But short-term, there is usually a dump after, you guys. We got a Kitty Wayne. Oh. Well. Kitty Wayne. There he goes. So the Kitty Wayne shot, we got to include that. So the Michael Saylor dump, but also a conference dump, you guys. So the same thing happened last year at the Bitcoin conference in Miami. That went down in June, and during that time, Bitcoin actually went from 36K down to 33K, a 3K% price decrease, even like we're seeing right now. But after, guess what? Bitcoin pumped up to 40K. And this isn't only isolated to the Bitcoin conference in Miami, the big Bitcoin conference. It's also in other big conferences. So last year, Mainnet went down in November, which I attended, because I remember this. And Bitcoin crashed during Mainnet from 47K down to 40K. And you know what happened after Mainnet? Oh, a bull run. That's when we ran up to our all-time high of nearly 69K. So what else could be a reason for the dump? Well, this dump isn't isolated to the cryptocurrency markets. The markets are actually going down overall. So the stock market is down, Dow's down. There's a few stocks that were up, but even they're succumbing to the pressure like GME and AMC. So what could be happening? Well, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, the Fed, yes, that federal government, the Federal Reserve, they are releasing their minutes from the FOMC meeting in March. So basically, it's going to detail what was all talked about. Of course, they hinted at what was talked about, but now we're getting the full details. And within this, Lael Brainard, one of the Federal Reserve governors, she actually spoke what was going to be released, and they are going to detail the massive balance sheet reduction that is coming, and it might accelerate here very soon in May, just next month. And there's also some rumors that they are going to do a 0.5 point raise for the next interest rate raise. So we're at 0.25 right now, and the 0.5 point would put us up to 0.75. So the markets have known this, you know. It's a funny reaction that the markets are going down when it is known that these reductions were coming. But there's also, you know, another thing that the markets know, but the markets are going to react to, is next week, the CPI data, Consumer Price Index, and inflation data will be released. So what is going to happen with that? Good question. I mean, if inflation is higher than expected, of course, you know, the markets are going to react negatively. But now it's time to talk about that stock market. And I have a feeling GameStop, GME, is in a total buy zone right now. So, of course, they've announced plans to split the stock. And everyone's like, well, if they split the stock, doesn't that mean, you know, the stock's going to be worth less? No, my friends. No. Tesla is a big example. Tesla went from, I think, $300 pre-stock split announcement to over $2,000 after, you guys. So there's some pretty interesting news out there regarding this. So Larry Chang, he's part of the GME board. He just increased his position in GameStop massively, you guys, besides other board members and Ryan Cohen. So, Larry Chang actually said this on Twitter in November. He says, "It feels like we are headed to two different financial markets. The traditional one, which is controlled by institutional support, that's the main driver. And then the decentralized financial market, which is more community-driven and based. When these two meet in the same asset, we are going to see fireworks." Yes, that is a quote from Larry Chang, you guys. So I think GME is in a total buy zone, as well as the cryptocurrencies that could be helping them. Loopring IMX. Now, let's finish this episode off with a little altcoin news. So, I have a feeling Z Protocol and the Greek space tokens are going to have a very bullish Q3, Q4 because of the Doge 1 launch, you know, of course. But there is more to this story. So there is this YouTube video put out back last year in which they detailed this. And they pretty much in this talk, it's about some Greek stuff. I still need to do my research, but they pretty much confirm that Elon Musk is fully involved with Sam Reed and the space tokens. And it goes beyond just the satellite. So as we know, the Z tokens has a meta oracle they're working on. And supposedly this is going to be for a metaverse type thing where you can interact with AI. As we know, there are some AI specialists involved with this, point blank. We're building robotics and everything. So, in my opinion, you guys, Z Protocol is a big buy. And I might have some pretty big news regarding this. I don't want to give too many hints because people copy my ideas all the freaking time. And we have a train coming, if you can hear that. So, yeah, it's going to be big what I have and what they have coming. I can't wait. Hopefully I can go to the Doge 1 launch. But then the final thing I want to talk about is before this train comes is my video, the cash or crypto. It didn't do too well, but that is all right, you guys. I'm gonna keep doing content like that in the future. So again, Bitcoin is going down, yikes. But I think it's gonna go up in the short to mid term. Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.